Zoe, what exactly are the cell membrane and the mitochondria?
Well, the cell membrane is the outermost layer of a cell and is basically in charge of what enters and exits the cell. The cell membrane can be found in both plants and animal cells and is made up of 3 of the 4 organic molecules: carbs, lipids, and proteins. Each organic molecule has a specific function. For example, carbs, which are located on the outside of the membrane, determine if an item is safe to enter the cell. Carbs are quite similar to security guards if that helps you to remember their function more easily. Lipids are in charge of physically making up the cell membrane and are composed of hydrophobic, water-fearing tails, and hydrophilic, water-loving heads. The last of the organic compounds, proteins, function in pumping large molecules across the membrane through a process called active transport. This is one of 2 types of transport that helps to move materials across the membrane. Passive transport is the type of transport that does not require energy. It involves substances moving from areas of high concentration to areas of low concentration. An example of this can be seen when your mom cooks bacon for you on a Sunday morning. While the bacon smell is initially concentrated to the kitchen area, it slowly diffuses through the house, eventually making its way to your bedroom. Active transport requires energy, specifically energy in the form of ATP, to move materials because it has to move them across the concentration gradient from low to high. Active transport also requires energy because the cell is literally changing its shape to allow substances to enter and exit. The energy needed for active transport is created through the process of cellular respiration, which occurs in an organelle called the mitochondria. The first step of cellular respiration, glycolysis, occurs in the cytoplasm and begins by breaking down glucose into pyruvic acid. This process yields a total of 2 ATP. In the next step, the Krebs cycle, the pyruvic acid is broken down into acetyl-CoA, which when combined with carbon creates citric acid. The citric acid breaks down, releasing CO2 and 2 molecules of ATP, and turns FAD and NAD into FADH and NADH. The high concentration of H's carried by the molecules of NAD and FAD help to create a concentration gradient, which diffuse through the ATP synthase, spinning it and creating an additional 32 ATP. Some of the leftover H's combine with oxygen to create H2O, which is a product of the system. The result of cellular respiration is a grand total of 36 ATP, which is used in the process of active transport.